Welcome to Dr. Jester Talks, and I'm gonna talk about, well, the announcement of a new game. Warhammer 40k Necromunda Hired Gun. And it is being done by the same developers who made Space Hulk Death Wing. As you know and remember, they are the ones responsible for the awesome content. Well, it was a relatively short game, and I mean a very short. I wish they were a bit more, I don't know, a bit longer, so to say. But it was good enough, and even more so, it had quite a few details. You could actually go close to the environment. The environment told you the tale, the lore of Warhammer. It was lore heavy. It was great. You could stop the battle for a little bit until the Tyranids attacked you again, but you could stop and you could look at it and see, oh my god, imagine the people walking down these corridors. No, or the deeper you went into the Hulk, into the Space Hulk, you could imagine, look at that, this existed during the time of the heresy. Jesus, that's amazing. The details were amazing. So I'm pretty sure the type of stuff is going to be the same. Just so you have an idea what I'm talking about, the Space Hulk, here's the last 20 or so seconds of the trailer of Space Hulk before I go on and show it to you, the Necromunda. Let's see, hopefully the sound is okay.
Angels of death! No forgiveness, no retreat.
Well, now you know, and remember, that's just to give you the context. And this is the trailer for Necromunda Hired Gun. Oh, this one looks promising, especially because, like I said, Streumon Studios and indie devs have done amazing games, broken, but they actually update their games until it looks perfect. And in my view, that deserves praise. And in doing so, I'm excited for this. Shit. Well, I boomerized this, didn't I? Well, don't cry. Could be worse. It's cutting the trailer just a tiny little bit. Oh well.
This city's warped. The Ashes are running wild. The Goliaths have gone underground. And something much worse.
See, I think this is in-game footage and everything else, because look at the detail. They actually try to tell the story even through the art itself in the game, and for me that's a huge bonus on anything that Streumon Games does.
Us is on the rise. It's damn good for business.
And if you can see the environment, look, the environment is getting destroyed pretty much the same way that we could see and enjoy on Space Hulk. At least the environment was way more interactive and partially destroyable. It was an interesting mechanic in that it gave more death, but it didn't give much tactical advantage in that aspect. It could hide a few things. You could use the environment, for instance, unlocking and unlocking doors to keep the Tyranids in and out, but I wish we could have explored more on that aspect a bit more. But at least in this case, let's hope it's we can use more of the environment to kill our targets. Look, you could see. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the destruction of the environment. This was present on Space Hulk. Like I said, it didn't provide much of an advantage, tactical advantage. Hopefully in this game we do get it, but if it doesn't, it still makes a very nice eye candy, in my view.
Don't take it personally, friend. There are only 3 things I trust in this life. The money.
And once again, if you want a bit more of a lore breakdown, go ahead to Arch's YouTube channel. He may actually end up covering this because it just announced, so it must be doing something in regards to this, like he did for the Necromunda strategy. The turn-based strategy game, not strategy, turn-based RPG game-ish strategy, yeah, that came out a little while ago. But just to give you a very quick and very basic lore breakdown, they are inside of a very big, large hive city. Think of it as a Mexico City and New York all strapped up together, and not only going sideways, but going up and down, with the up being the uppermost area of the entire city being the elite of the elite of the elite. Think of it as like John Kerry or Joe Biden, Chairman Joe Biden, or Nancy Pelosi, and way at the bottom, think of it as the Trump supporters, where the and way at the bottom you get heresy and, well, criminals and things like that, anarchism, and kind of like Antifa and everything else, who fights for the people up there. Albeit in that case, will need to be specific lore, etc. But just making a small little comparison, and it's not really based on lore, but just a bit of a joke, really. Either way, let's go on and continue, shall we?
My Mastiff and my autogun. When it comes to...
And another thing, you can actually see, at least it's a small mention of constructions of hive cities in the Dark Angels book. I forgot the name. Let me turn around and see if I can spot it. Let's see, Fallen Angels. Descent of Angels. Fallen Angels. I think it was Fallen Angels. It's the first book where you actually start. Well, it's the first book that addresses the colonization and the improvement of the planet of the Dark Angels, which I forgot the name. Oh, Caliban. There you go, Caliban. And that's where they start to mention that people are unhappy and there's heresy going on and things like that. But the hive city that mentions in the book is still quite tiny. So it's interesting to see one that is absolutely full of lore like Necromunda. Let's go.
Hunting marks in the hive city. There's only one thing you need to know. The house always wins.
And it's coming out on PC, as in, it's coming out on Steam. So I'm looking forward to it. I've already wishlisted it on my Steam, and it's not that expensive. So at least it's affordable in comparison to the games announced by Square Enix today, which costs about 1/3 of the minimum wage where I live. It's absolutely filthy expensive as fuck. So I won't be able to play like Outsiders. I think it's Outsiders. Let me go and take a quick look. I think it's Outriders or Outsiders. Well, now, that makes it a bit of a quick pickle. No, Outriders. There you go, Outriders. Think of it as a very expensive game for me. Either way, I'm looking forward to this, especially also the one, the game made by the Vermintide developers, Dark Tide, I believe that's the name. It's definitely something to look forward to. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because I depend on your help to grow this channel. If you want more spicy content, head to bitchute.com/Jester or minds.com/Jester for that spicy content, where I don't censor myself. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. It's very important that you like it. If you don't, I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna squeeze your balls until the juices come apart. And you like it. Yeah. That's a joke. Very bad one, but still. Anyway, good night.